I'm Robert Rogers. I'm here today with Neil Boden, the owner of Streats, who also happens to be a licensed realtor with Kreska's Real Estate as well. You ready to go?
Sounds good. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right. So everybody already knows your name, so why don't you start by telling us where you're from?
Well, I am originally from England. I moved here full-time in 1995. I've always been involved in the restaurant business in one way or another since I was 14. So I moved here in 1995, was a school teacher, was working in the restaurant business, got into real estate. When I got into real estate, I still kept a part-time restaurant or bar job. And that's how I met a lot of my now clients. And, I helped to build my sphere and my base. And then about 9 years ago, I was like, I think I want to open my own place. So
Awesome.
Stumbled upon this location back in October of 2013. So
Okay.
Robin Thomas is my landlord. She's also a very well-known architect here in Hampton Roads. So we basically did the build-out together back in April 2013 through August of 2013, and then we opened in October of 2013.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about Streats? Like, what's the food like there?
Well, of course, I'm going to tell you it's excellent.
But what kind of food? What kind of food do you serve? What kind of fare?
It's international cuisine, so we have a little bit from all around the world. Originally, I was called the restaurant Street Eats, and then I made it into one word, Streets. So we have a lot of different we have at least, I would say, 10 or 11 different international cuisines on the menu. So we feel like there's a little something on there for everybody to try. We also have vegan and vegetarian and gluten-free options as well, because I know that's important for a lot of people. And then we run daily specials as well. We change those up every couple of days.
All right. As always as well, I'm going to continue asking Neil some questions here, but if you have any questions that you want to ask Neil or myself, just hit that Q&A button and go ahead and drop your questions in there or put them in the comments. I think you kind of answered this a minute ago, because you said that you'd always been kept kind of a side job in the restaurant business. So I guess that's why you decided to start Streats.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Okay. So what are you most proud of with Streats?
We've built a good clientele, I think. We have some really nice customers. I've made some lifelong friends. And I would say this past year and a half with COVID, with everything shutting down completely, the fact that we were able to keep going and that we survived, that's probably my proudest moment.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah. Back in March of last year, we were required to go down to 10 occupants. And then a couple of weeks before the governor closed all restaurants and bars down to takeout only, we already did that. So we switched over to a completely different business model. We did takeout and delivery only and curbside pickup. So, we did that for a few months, and then things started to open back up again slowly but surely. There was a program called Open Norfolk where we were able to do outdoor dining on city property right out front. And that's now become more of a permanent thing. So, I'm proud of the journey that, we've had to take over the past year and a half.
And what would you say that Streats does for the community?
Well, sometimes we do some fundraisers. So I have a friend that works for the World Wildlife Foundation, so we've raised money for them before. LGBTQ Life Center, we do dining out for life here. Obviously, that was canceled last year, but we've done it every year that we've been open, and I've been involved with that cause for, ever since I moved here in 1995. So we try to do some fundraisers, and we'll donate some things to try to help people with things that are going on in the community, like gift certificates and whatnot.
Now, do you ever open your restaurant, like, can it be rented out for special events or anything like that?
Yeah, we've done that before. We've done luncheons for people in the military, or we've done small weddings here, rehearsal dinners, birthday parties. Absolutely, we've done that. Depending on the budget and what night of the week, obviously that dictates what we have to charge.
Yeah. All right, we have a question here, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that up, and it's from Christina, and it says, what do you think helped keep your restaurant afloat during the pandemic?
Definitely our customers, and I'm on social media a lot trying to promote Streats. I have my own page with almost 4,000 friends on there. We have about 5,000 followers on the Facebook page for Streets, and I'm just consistent about posting stuff about what's going on. So every day I post the menu, the specials. I'll pop some pictures up there. And I think it's a good way to keep in touch with our customer base, and they've been really loyal and they've really helped us, and that's definitely what has kept us afloat.
What is something that you would like everybody to know about Streets that maybe we didn't talk about today?
We are dog friendly on the patio outside, so I don't think everybody knows that. So you're welcome to bring your dog. We're kid friendly as well. A lot of people think that, you know, we're more of a bar, but we're more of an upscale bar with the food that we do. But we can also, you know, change up the menu a little bit for something if you have younger kids and they're finicky eaters. You know, we have something called our kids meal, which basically is dinosaur chicken bites with French fries and a juice box. But we can do other things like plain mac and cheese, a burger, fish and chips, things like that. So I think people, one, they don't realize we're dog friendly. Two, they don't realize we're kid friendly, and we definitely are. We're all inclusive. We love everybody. We want everybody to come out and have a good time.
And Rick asked, he put this question in the comments. I don't know if you can see it. He says, owning a restaurant and being a realtor are two very high demand careers. He wants to know how you manage that.
It's definitely about time management. I'm lucky enough to have an office right here in the back. So I'm set up where I can, you know, whatever I need to do for Streets, I can do that, but then also for real estate. So I have everything I need here. I don't necessarily have to be at the location, you know, at Kreska's, although you guys are right down the street now, which is really handy. But I have an office right here in the back at Streets. So, you know, it's time management. You have to be organized. Sometimes you have to learn when to say no. And sometimes you have to learn when to ask for help. It's that simple.
Yeah. And then he had another question as well. What is your personal favorite specialty dish?
There's a couple of things on the menu that are my favorites right now. So we're really well known for our chili sea Brussels sprouts. They're vegan, and I wasn't a Brussels sprout fan until we came up with those. They are delicious. I have to say we probably have the best pimento cheese of anywhere around. We make that here.
I would agree with that.
We have a beef bulgogi bowl on our current menu, which is absolutely delicious. And then I would have to agree with this. A lot of people say we have one of the best burgers around. It's a 50-50 lamb and beef burger. And we make a bacon marmalade to go with it. And we put goat cheese on there and some organic greens. And we serve that with French fries, too. And that's one of my favorites.
All right. What would you say is your biggest faux pas that you're willing to admit on social media during your time as a business owner?
I might have to think about that.
Well, then that means we may have to do a follow-up episode because people love hearing the funny stuff. All right, so... I
mean, sometimes when I've been here and customers have been here, I may have had one or two drinks too many. You know, that can be embarrassing. So that's probably a faux pas right there. You know,
yes.
Sometimes, you know, things will slip out. You might make comments that you wouldn't normally make if you haven't been drinking. So that might be one of my faux pas right there.
Yeah. That is there anything that you'd like to share with the community or any upcoming events, anything like that people might not know about?
Well, we're still a little bit short-staffed, so hopefully when things continue to get busier and I hire a couple more people, we'll start doing beer dinners again and wine dinners.
Okay.
I've also thought about, we used to do brunch every Sunday, and then everybody started doing brunch, so we stopped doing that. So we're thinking about doing that once a month. We're also thinking about maybe doing drag brunch again once a month, which we did a few years ago, which was very popular. Yeah, so those are some of the things we're thinking about. And then also now we have basically a permanent outdoor streetery area where we have some nice planters and picnic tables. So I'll try to show you guys that, but obviously it's pouring with rain. You can probably hear it in the background.
I know, it's terrible timing for this, but I definitely want people to at least get a peek through the windows and see that, because that's such a cool space out there. Yes. You can show people around, you can show them the bar, and then
okay, so here's the bar.
Outside.
We can seat 9 people at the bar comfortably, and we have a pretty much open kitchen in the back. There's Andrew, my executive chef. And then there's our dish area over here. And then we have our specials board, which is on a food truck. And then we have indoors here with our tables. So we can comfortably seat about 45 people indoors.
Nice.
And then we can seat another up to 28 people outdoors now. And I think the rain may have slowed down a little bit. We have a little patio area here where we put two folding tables, but then outside here, as you can see, we now have planters. I'm getting a little bit wet, but that's okay. And picnic tables right here outside.
Yeah, and that looks great. Whoever did that for you did an awesome job.
All right.
So what are your hours, and is there a website or an online menu?
So we do have a website, streetsnorfolk.com. We update that every time we change the menu, which is about every 3 to 4 months. We also have a Facebook page. So, you can like and follow us on Facebook, and we post things every day on the Facebook page. And, of course, we have Instagram. And I'm sorry, what was the other part of the question? Oh, hours. So we're open 7 days a week. So Sunday through Thursday, we open at 5. We do last call for food and drinks at 9:30. We close at 10. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, we're open until 11. We do last call for food and drinks at 10:30, close at 11. We used to be open 7 days a week till 2 a.m., but we're not busy enough to do that right now. And then also because the outdoor dining area is city property, they won't let us serve past 11 o'clock out there. So so it's kind of hard telling people outside they have to leave, but if you're inside, you can stay. So that's pretty much, I hope at some point we'll do until 11 o'clock, 7 days a week. But right now, that's just Friday and Saturday.
Is your menu posted on your website?
Yes, it's on the website. It's on the Streets page, Facebook page. Every day I post the menu.
And then Rick wants to know if Wednesdays are still half off wine.
Yes, half price bottles of wine from 5 until 9. And then we're doing like a special thing right now. Every day except for Friday, from 5 until 6, you can get half price glasses of wine from 5 until 6. And if you buy 2 entrees, you get an appetizer half off.
Nice.
So that was an attempt to try to get people in here earlier. Yeah. We're on 21st Street, 915 West 21st Street in Norfolk in Ghent, right across from the Fresh Market. We're behind the big red garage door.
Yep. And sometimes y'all open that garage door, don't you?
Yes, we do. If the weather permits, we open the garage door, and then we have like a net awning barrier thing that comes down to keep out the flies and whatnot.
We were with Neil Boden, the owner of Streats today. And again, I'm Robert Rogers, broker owner of Crescas Real Estate. And just make sure if you watch this and you were following one of us, make sure you follow the other person that you weren't following, so that you can keep up with all the updates that we're doing. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Robert. Bye.